Hi everybody, Deanne here. I wanted to share my design team project for KraftSupplies4U. I'm also going to do a tutorial on how I put the burlap tree together. So I'm just going to show this to you so I can get right into making it because I don't want to run out of time again. So this is the tree. The topper is actually a dollar store Christmas ornament, and I hope you guys can see this. I altered the burlap with either doilies or pretty trim all the way down. And I used Julie's pretty red metal roses. So that is what I made. I'm just going to move this down so I can show you what I did. So the first thing you'll need is a styrofoam cone. There we go. You'll need a styrofoam cone and you'll need burlap. Here's some nice red that Julie has. I used this one for my tree. So the first thing you'll want to do is glue. I used hot glue. You're going to want to fold it in half, your burlap. Just fold it right in half. And then you're going to run glue and just glue it so it's makes like a tube. So you're going to do that to a lot of it. And this is what you end up with. And the next thing you're going to do is cut, I would say this is about 1 inch, maybe a little less. You're going to cut halfway up your ribbon and try to make the same. Let's get this in camera. They don't have to be precise. Just cutting. So then you'll have something that looks like this. It's all cut up. Now I used, you can just go right with the hot glue, but I actually used straight pins with the little balls at the end. Just because I wanted to make sure it was going on right before I committed to the hot glue. So take a few of those. And you want to start with it, let's see, I would say about that much hanging over. And then you'll put your first pin in. I'm doing this upside down. I hope it's turning out right. And then you'll wrap it around. See, I didn't cut enough squares here, but you'll take it all the way around, and you'll pin it as you go. You'll take that the whole way around, and more pins, and then it'll lay flat for you. I'm not going to do the whole thing. But when you set it down, it'll span out, and it'll look like this. So it has a nice little bottom. Now the next thing I did 2 rows on the bottom, and then I decided to go with doilies. What I did with the larger doilies, like this one, it's very pretty, I cut it in half or in 4s. Just started layering it around. This size I just cut in half. They're all different doilies from Julie's store. They're really pretty. At first I felt bad about cutting them in half, but you know, you get over it. So the next layer would be the doilies. So you're going to want to have those pinned on and going around. And then you'll add another layer of the burlap. And you'll keep alternating. And a few of the layers I did, I have a little bit left here. This really pretty trim, it's cotton, but it has the same off-white creamy kind of color. So I put that around some of the layers too. And you can hot glue after you get to a point where you like it. And then let's go back to my finished one. You see, these are the doilies. These were really big doilies, so I cut it into 4s, and then I still was able to fold it over and layer it on. You can see that it's layered. You can see that. Then this one is also layered. And then the next layer there. This is the ribbon. Oops, if I can get down low enough. Pin the ribbon all the way around. I puckered it a little bit so it would just have a little more, because it was going on too flat compared to the doilies. This is another trim I used. I only had a little piece of it left. And then I finished off the top with a doily, folded it down and glued it, and then I wrapped my last piece of the burlap around. And then I glued a small tiny doily I had to the center of the star and added one of the red roses. So I get that back up. It's a little awkward sized here. So that is what I did. See that better? And the stars are, they come 5 in a pack and they're from the dollar store. I haven't cut off the little circle yet on the top. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put a little bow or something there. I just put hot glue here and here and just sat it down and held it in place till it dried. And that's all I did to that. And then I used hot glue to glue the little roses on in different places. So that is my design team project for Craft Supplies for You. And I'll put the information to the store in my description below. And have a very Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and happy everything. Okay, bye guys.